Hello there everyone. This is Tavisha Lolirock here again, and welcome to this Q&A video of 2023. For this Q&A, I'll be answering all of your questions from YouTube and from DeviantArt. All of you have asked me a lot of lovely and amazing questions in the comments, and I'm so excited to answer them all for both websites I use to make my content for all of you. Now then, let's get into answering all of your questions. I will first answer the questions from YouTube. Okay, so here are the first questions I've got. 1. What's your opinion on Japan? 2. What's your opinion on dolphins? And 3. What's your opinion on shiitake mushrooms? Well, for number 1, I always wanted to go to Japan for vacation. Plus I like a lot of J-pop, anime, manga, and a lot of beautiful sakura trees they have. For number 2, I think dolphins are pretty cool mammals. Even though my actual favorite animal is mostly a peacock. Although for number 3, I haven't tried those types of mushrooms. Now here are the second questions. 1. Favorite childhood show? 2. What do you wanna do when you grow up? And 3. What is your first thoughts when I first add you on my videos on Rapper Offline? Well, for number 1, I actually like a lot of shows from my childhood. Although my most favorite shows from childhood are probably Lolirock, Miraculous Ladybug, and Winx Club. Plus I still watch those shows now too. For number 2, I actually have tons of ideas for what I wanna do. But mostly for me, I might probably major in art and music at the same time. And for number 3, I like the Rapper Offline video you made when you featured me in that one Burger King commercial video. Plus I like the way you made my Easter look in Rapper Offline as well. Now next up, the third questions. 1. Would you rather befriend the Ananastiums, Reapers, and Rubber Bandits, or Spice of Heroes / Golden Alliance as part of your comfort zone? 2. How do you feel when you witness fan brats come from popular viandists, attacking someone or myself all just because of speaking truth or opinion? 3. If Praxina in your series can evolve into a Lolirock, would be for you to be excited to see Praxina actually evolve into Lolirock in the upcoming Lolirock Season 3, which is canon. And 4. Should evil ones like Ananastiums, Reapers, Rubber Bandits, and Darkness Madness Devils deserve some sort of respect in giving the evil ones help they need? Not gonna lie, for number 1, it's kind of hard to decide who I want to befriend as part of my comfort zone. But for number 2, I actually try to stay out of that kind of drama. Even though I don't blame you or anyone else just for speaking out the truth or opinion in Viant. Even though some people will still bash opinions, I can still handle those too. Although for number 3, I think it would be a lot more interesting to see Praxina evolve in the actual series of Lolirock. Despite her still having a different personality in my universe, I'm sure she'll also change herself throughout the show too. If that show still continues, of course. Though for number 4, well, I don't know too much about that either. Although one thing that could be better, maybe those types of characters also had a good side as well with their bad side. If you know what I mean by that. But moving on to the fourth questions. 1. Who's your favorite Lolirock character? 2. What else do you like other than Lolirock? And 3. What other K-pop bands do you like besides Blackpink? For number 1, I like all of the Lolirock characters. However, my most favorite is Iris, Princess of Ephidia. For number 2, besides watching Lolirock, I also watch Miraculous Ladybug, Winx Club, Regular Show, Total Drama Island, Euphoria, and many more series I like a lot. Especially some anime cartoons as well. And for number 3, other K-pop groups I like besides Blackpink are BTS, Solomon, GIDLE, Nature, 50/50, New Jeans, IVE, NCT Dream, and a lot more K-pop groups I listen to almost every day. Now here is the fifth question. Have you ever had any drama in your family? LOL, I actually have dealt with family drama a lot, especially with my parents. Although those types of dramas we have are just funny and laughable, plus we barely argue at all with each other. 6 questions. 1. What's your favorite Winx Club character? 2. What are your favorite Winx Club Season 9 version designs? 3. What's your favorite Blackpink songs? 4. What's your favorite Precure seasons? 5. What's your favorite Indila songs? And 6. What's your opinion on It's Lily? For number 1, I also like all of the Winx Club characters. However, my 2 main favorites are Flora and Musa. For number 2, I haven't seen the season 9 designs yet. I'll go check them out later on. For number 3, I actually like all of the songs by Blackpink. However, my most favorite songs are Ready for Love, Lovesick Girls, As If It's Your Last, and Really. I also like each of the members' solo songs too. For number 4, I like all of the seasons of Precure. For number 5, my favorite song from Indila is Tournée dans la Vie. And for number 6, I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. 7 questions. 1. Any thoughts on summer school? 2. What's your favorite movie to watch? And 3. Do you have an opinion on Max and Ruby? For number 1, I've never been to summer school in my whole life. Although I definitely do not want to go there at all during summer. But for number 2, my favorite movies to watch are mostly Disney movies. Even though I watched a lot of other movies as well too. And for number 3, I watched Max and Ruby when I was a kid. Although right now, I'm neutral to the show. 8 questions. 1. Do you like Violet first? 2. What's your opinion on High Five Australia? 3. What's your favorite books? And 4. Do you remember when Lotso the Hugging Bear was going escape from jail? For number 1, I'm kind of neutral to that channel. But for number 2, I don't really have an opinion on that. Although for number 3, my most favorite type of books are mostly anything that's based on dog diaries. And for number 4, I do remember Lotso the Hugging Bear trying to escape jail. 9 questions. 1. What's your opinion on me? 2. What are your favorite sports? And 3. Have you ever been to Disneyland? For number 1, I think you are an amazing user and an amazing friend, Corey. For number 2, my favorite sports are basketball and cheerleading. Even though I still don't play much sports. Although for number 3, I doubt that I've ever gone to Disneyland before. Although when I was a baby, I went to Disney World instead. It was also really fun. 10 questions. 1. What is your opinion on Kyrie Irving? 2. Are you excited for June? 3. Have you watched comedy? 4. Have you watched the NBA Finals? And 5. What is your opinion on pizza? For number 1, I think Kyrie Irving is an amazing basketball player, along with LeBron James, my most favorite NBA player. For number 2, you bet I'm excited about June next month. Because not only that I'll be on my summer break, but it's also the month I'll be graduating middle school and I'll be moving on to high school in September. For number 3, I only watch a little bit of comedy sometimes, even though I don't watch it too much. For number 4, I also watch the finals too sometimes. And for number 5, pizza is my favorite food, along with ice cream. I normally like to eat my pizza with some pepperoni and bell peppers on it. Now the 11th questions. 1. Who is your least favorite parent in Vian? 2. What's your opinion on Hong Kong? 3. Who is your favorite troublemaker? And 4. Who is your favorite Blackpink member? Well, for number 1, my least favorite parents in Viant are definitely Lama's parents. I just hated how they gave Lama an extreme punishment day on his birthday last year. For number 2, it's also not a bad city in country. I also would like to go there as well, along with Japan, South Korea, Thailand, Indonesia, and many more countries in the world I wish I can go to. For number 3, my favorite troublemaker is probably Trixie Prank from Trixie Squad. I also like Lope from Lushy Pops as well, even though she stopped being a troublemaker. And for number 4, my most favorite member from Blackpink is Jennie Kim. I love her singing voice, and I also like her song called Solo, and her other unreleased song called Moonlight. 12 questions. 1. What's your opinion on Dairy Queen? 2. What's your opinion on cats? 3. Do you speak Hindi? And 4. What's your opinion on dogs? For number 1, I like Dairy Queen. It's one of my favorite fast food places. I especially like getting my ice cream from there. For number 2, cats are also my favorite animals. For number 3, I speak a little bit of Hindi. And for number 4, dogs are also cute too. 15th questions. 1. What is your favorite game? And 2. What is your favorite song? For number 1, my favorite games are Royal High on Roblox, and Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And for number 2, I like a lot of songs that are mainly K-pop, J-pop, regular pop, rock and roll, sometimes rap, and a lot more genres I listen to. 14th question, what's your favorite country? Not gonna lie, I actually like a lot of countries. Although my most favorite countries are probably Japan and South Korea. Because of a lot of K-pop, J-pop, anime, Korean drama, and a lot of more stuff I like that they have. Now here are the 15th questions. 1. What are your favorite TV shows? 2. What's your opinion on me? And 3. Who are your favorite cartoon characters? For 1, I've already mentioned some shows. However, my most favorites are still Loli Rock, Miraculous Ladybug, Winx Club, Precure, Regular Show, Total Drama Island, Euphoria, True Beauty, which is a K-drama series, Sailor Moon, and Family Guy. They are my most favorite shows I watch. For number 2, I also think you're an amazing user and an amazing friend as well, Eva. Just like the other users I talk to and like. And for number 3, my favorite cartoon characters are Iris from Loli Rock, Marinette from Miraculous Ladybug, Flora and Musa from Winx Club, Mordecai from Regular Show, and Audrey and Evie from Descendants, Wicked World. That's another show I forgot to mention, so my bad. But anyways, moving on to the 16th questions. 1. Who's your favorite superhero? 2. Do you watch anime? 3. Do you like tigers or wolves? And 4. What's your favorite dinosaur? For number, my favorite superheroes are Ladybug and Cat Noir from Miraculous. For number 2, I do watch a lot of anime. For number 3, I think tigers and wolves are cool animals. And 4, I don't really have a favorite dinosaur, although I'm neutral to them. 17th questions. 1. What is your favorite character? 2. What is your favorite food? And 3. Do you like Vian? For number 1, I like a lot of characters from Vian and from actual movies and shows. Although my most favorite characters are Hannah from Dish Girls, Ashton from Ashley and Ashton, Lopper from Lushy Pops, and Roscoe and Sky from Camp Animal Crossing. For number 2, my favorite foods are pizza, pasta, cake, and ice cream. And 3, yes, I do like using Vian. Despite the drama community they have sometimes. Now 18 questions. 1. Who is your favorite YouTubers? And 2. What is your favorite movie? For number 1, I actually have a lot of favorite YouTubers that I watch. And for number 2, I have a lot of favorite movies too. Although my most favorite is Turning Red. 19th question. Can you solve a Rubik's Cube? Unfortunately, I can't solve one in real life. Plus it's hard for me to do so. However, fun fact, I have a friend at school who is really good at solving Rubik's Cubes. Plus she would sometimes bring some to class, and I must say that she's really amazing at solving those types of stuff. 20th question. Can you make Judo and Chloe from Bluey and Eager Beaver and Good Idea Puppy from Love Monster in Viant in human version? I don't know much about that TV show. So I'm not sure about that, sorry. But now moving on to the 21st questions. 1. What's your opinion on the Sarah squad, which is my squad? 2. Who would win in a battle? Verti or Shadow? 3. Do you ship Jaya, Jay and Naya? And 4. Opinion on BTS band. For number 1, I think your squad is amazing, Sarah. For number 2, I know that Verti will win against Shadow. For number 3, even though I don't watch much Ninjago, I think Jay and Naya make a cute ship together. And for number 4, BTS is also my second favorite K-pop group next to Blackpink. 22nd questions. 1. Do you like me? 2. What is your favorite color? 3. Do you love BTS? And 4. What is your favorite season and give me a reason why? For number 1, yes I do. Since I like your content and you're an amazing user. For number 2, my favorite colors are pink, purple, red, blue, and gold. For number 3, yes I do love BTS. I also love Blackpink and other K-pop groups. And 4, my favorite season is summer. Because I get to do a lot of fun stuff whenever I don't have school. Now the final question on YouTube. 1. Do you like my content? 2. What do you like about Blackpink? 3. What did you like to do when you were little? And 4. What's your opinion on me? For numbers 1 and 4, I think you're a good user and friend, Adrian. Plus I like your content as much as I like other users too. For number 2, I like all of Blackpink's songs, solos, and even some of their commercials they were in. And for number 3, when I was little, I would normally draw some random characters or play outside whenever I'm bored or I have nothing else to do. Now that I've answered all of the Q&A questions from YouTube, I'm now ready to answer the questions from DeviantArt now. And then after that, this will conclude the 2023 Q&A. Now here are the first questions from DeviantArt. 1. Where does the 12 in your username come from? 2. Are you familiar with Regal Academy and DC Superhero Girls? If you are, what do you like most about them? If you are not, would you be interested in watching them? 3. What is your biggest wish for Season 3 of Lollyrock? What are you anxious about? 4. What are your favorite or top episodes of Lollyrock? 5. Did you have a real-life Valentine for Valentine's Day? 6. If you were in Lolly Rock, what character would you date? And 7. How would you feel if Deborah was in a romantic relationship with her grandfather? Well, for number 1, I just picked a random number for my DeviantArt username. But for number 2, I don't watch those two shows that much, although I may be interested in watching it later on. For number 3, I'm not anxious about anything. But my biggest wish for the 3rd season of Lolly Rock is probably seeing new characters and new episodes, even some character development for some Lolly Rock characters too. For number 4, my favorite episodes are Crowning Glory Part 2, Forget You, To Find a Princess, and Flower Power. For number 5, I didn't have a real Valentine before. Even though my friends and I did exchange Valentine's Day gifts. Although right now I do have a boyfriend in real life. For number 6, if I was in Lolly Rock, I don't know who I would want to date. Because I do ship a lot of Lolly Rock characters with each other. And for number 7, well, I have no comment on that. Although I do ship her with someone else. But now moving on to the second questions, which are additional questions. 8. When did you first come across Lolly Rock? What specific year did you first see it? And why or how did it stick to you for so long? 9. What is your opinion on my Lolly Rock Season 2 reviews? 10. What do you think about my Lolly Rock fanfictions? Which one is your favorite? 11. What is your opinion on Sarah Dux? She is a DeviantArt user you may, or may not, be familiar with. 12. Are there internet users you would like to meet in real life? Do not reveal who they are, if you do not want to. And 13. Do you plan on leaving DeviantArt in the future? For number 8, I started to love Lolly Rock when I was in 1st grade, which was 2016. It stuck to me for so long like other shows I watch, because I love all of the characters and some of them seem to be relatable in my opinion. For number 9, I think your Lolly Rock Season 2 reviews are pretty interesting. For number 10, your Lolly Rock fanfictions are also interesting as well. One of them I liked was Proxima Syndrome. For 11, I'm not familiar with that user. I'm sorry. For number 12, I think I would like to meet this YouTuber named Jen Hao Time in real life. Since I love his series class, T1 T5, and I love all of his videos. And for number 13, I'm not planning on leaving DeviantArt yet. I'll still be making artwork along with YouTube videos. Now moving on to the third question. Wanna be friends with you? Hehehe, of course we can be friends, John. Since I'm already watching you on DeviantArt. Fourth question, do you have a favorite movie or movies? Yup, I sure do have a lot of favorite movies. Although my favorite is Turning Red, like I've already mentioned before. I also like a lot more movies that are mostly Disney. Fifth question, when exactly do we release the first episode of Pretty Pink Princess Pop Stars? Well, I'm probably planning on releasing it in June or July of this summer. It will be on my DeviantArt channel. Sixth question, do you like Mikila08 and have you watched her yet because she's new to you? Yeah, I like her, since I've already watched her back and she also watched me too on DeviantArt. I also like her deviations too. Seventh question, what are your favorite colors? I know I've already mentioned them, although my favorite colors are pink, purple, blue, red, and gold. Eighth questions. 1. Who is your favorite The Bling Girls? 2. What are your favorite Nizi members? And 3. Do you like my version drawing, my OCs and comic? Well, for number 1, my most favorite member of the Bling Girls is Madeline. And I still like Ori and Indigo too. For number 2, I like all of the NiziU members. Although my most favorite is Nina Hillman. And for number 3, I like all of your OCs, drawings, and comics. Especially the Ashley and Ashton comic or currently making Alessandra. 9th questions. 1. What's your favorite movie? 2. What's your favorite video game character? 3. Do you prefer singing or dancing? 4. Do you still do fan art of some characters, like Lopa or Naomi? 5. What's your opinion on country balls, if you have heard of it before? 6. What's your favorite album from a music artist you like? 7. If you wanted to travel around the world, what are your dream destinations? 8. Who's your favorite villain? And 9. When will you start making Noli-Star and Noli-San Season 2? For number 1, I already mentioned Turning Red. For number 2, my favorite video game character is Princess Peach from Mario and Princess Zelda from Tears of the Kingdom. For number 3, I kinda prefer both. For number 4, I can still make more fan art out of these characters. For number 5, I never heard of Country Ball. Although I saw some deviations you made out of them. For number 6, I like all of the albums that are from Blackpink. Especially the album Born Pink and Square Up. For number 7, I have a lot of dream destinations I want to go to. Although mostly Japan and South Korea. For number 8, I pretty much like a lot of binders that I'm friends with and have really amazing content. And for number 9, I'm actually planning on redoing the series for personal reasons. Now the final questions I have for DeviantArt. 1. If you're into sports, which football, basketball, baseball, and hockey team would you root for? 2. What's your opinion on My Little Pony? 3. What's one thing you like about Gen Z? 4. What's one thing you don't like about Gen Z? 5. If you moved out of New Jersey today, which state would you move to? 6. Are you planning on visiting Detroit soon? And 7. Do you prefer DC or Marvel? For number 1, the basketball team I'm rooting for is the 76ers. And the football team I'm rooting for are the Eagles. For number 2, My Little Pony is also my favorite show too. Although for numbers 3 and 4, I don't know much about Gen Z. But for number 5, if I were to move out of New Jersey, I definitely would wanna move to Los Angeles, California. For number 6, I would also like to visit Detroit as well. And for number 7, I like both of them. Although I mostly prefer Marvel. Well, that's all of the questions I've got to answer. I would also like to thank all of you for asking such amazing questions on YouTube and on DeviantArt, and hope all of you enjoyed this Q&A video of 2023. Goodbye everyone, and stay tuned to see more uploads and posts by me in the future. This is me, signing off.
No love letters, no X notes, no love, never my